Hey guys, thanks for checking out the channel. If this is your first time here, I hope you'll subscribe and maybe watch some more of my other videos. Christmas is just right around the corner. You know, it's upon us, and I know a lot of you are probably struggling to find some last minute gift ideas for somebody. So I wanted to put together this video, a Christmas gift guide for guys, and I'm going to give you 10 products or 10 items here that I think would make a really great gift for anybody. And the price range on these items are going to be anywhere from around $10 up to just a little bit over $100 for the most expensive item. So there should be something on here for anybody's budget. All right, the first one that I'll talk to you about is called a Thermapen MK4 thermometer. Now, this is an instant read thermometer. I know you've probably seen those before, and this one is more of a premium model. You can pick them up a little bit less expensive than this one, but ThermaWorks is the brand that manufactures it, and they're known. They've got a great reputation for making great products. When you talk about the MK4, you've got a super accurate, super fast instant read thermometer. It's waterproof, so it's very durable, and in addition to that, they make them in several different colors. I like green, and I just thought this one looked so cool. But this MK4 comes in at $99. The next gift that I want to talk to you about, it's actually called a Coleman Butane stove. Now, my wife actually purchased this one for me for Christmas last year, I believe. And it uses these little, I hope you can see this, butane cans of fuel. You can pick these up. I think I got this one at Walmart. They're easy to find, usually around wherever you see camping supplies. And this little thing, we use it for fish fries. We use it when we're outside cooking, and maybe you just need an extra burner. It's perfect for camping or taking on day trips with you. Maybe even if you wanted to take it hiking. It's not really all that heavy. I don't know the exact weight, but it won't be too bad in a backpack. But this has proved to be very, very handy, and I think anybody would love to receive this as a Christmas gift. And it comes in around $35. The next thing on my list that I wanted to tell you about, knives. Now, I've got 3 different knives here. I've got a butcher knife. I think Old Hickory makes this one. This is a J.A. Hinkle's classic chef's knife, and this is a Danco fillet knife. Now, I'm a big-time fisherman, so I keep a couple of these. This one I actually had in a drawer in the kitchen, but I keep a fillet knife in my little backpack that I take fishing with me. Super handy, and depending, you know, on what they're doing, there's several different types of knives that you could pick from, and on these particular knives, they're going to run anywhere from probably under $20 to, I think this J.A. Hinkle's chef's knife was around $65. So I'll put a link in the description of this video, and I'll try to find each one of these particular knives and put the link to them in there for you. Now, we talked about knives, so that brings me to the next item on the list. When you use a knife, you have to have a way to sharpen. And I've got 2 different options here. Now, the first one I'll show you, this one I think it's just called a pull-over sharpener or something like that. And you can find these, I picked this one up at Bass Pro Shops, but I see these at Walmart. Smith's actually makes these. And I'll try to find, if I can't find this one, I'll find at least one that I know is a good one and link to it. These are usually around $10 or so, maybe. For sure you could find one for less than $20, but I think you can pick one of these up for around $10. And the second thing that I've got here, this is a whetstone. Now, this one is a dual grit, and this one is made by Smith's. It's not a really expensive one, but I use this one almost daily. I use it not only to sharpen knives, but I do a lot of woodworking, and I sharpen chisels, and I sharpen plane blades with it. I'm going to link to one. This one is a dual grit, so it's got the coarse on one side and the fine on the other. Smith's actually has a kit. It's not one stone, but it's 2 separate stones. One is coarse and one is fine. It actually comes with a little angle grind, with an angle guide, and also I think some honing fluid. I use just some oil with this one when I'm using it. So I'll link to that one, and I think it comes in probably around $15 or between $15 and $20. So that would make a really great gift for somebody. It wouldn't be very expensive. The next item on the list, I'm going to try to hold this up to where you can see it. This is a Lodge camp oven. Now, if you've got any experience using Dutch ovens, you'll probably know what this is. If you notice, it's got 3 little legs under it. And this can be used with charcoal. It can be used, you can build a fire and use the coals from the fire. You would actually place coals under it, and you will put some, if you notice this lid is recessed, you would put some charcoals or some coals down inside the lid, and it actually comes with a guide that actually will tell you for what temperatures that you're looking for, how many to use. So even if you've never used one of these before, if you've never touched one before, they're very easy to get started in. They come in a lot of different sizes. I think they start out around maybe 2 quarts and they go all the way up to probably 10. And they're going to start out around $50, and depending on the size you get, it'll probably go up maybe a little bit over $100. I can't remember. I think this one is maybe a 5 quart, but I'll link to that. You can cook anything in this. You can braise, you know, you can roast, you can bake bread in it, you can make stews and soups and chili, just anything that you'd want to cook, you can cook inside of this. So it is just an awesome gift. I've really gotten a lot of use out of mine. That brings us to the very next gift. Now, we talked about a cast iron camp oven, cast iron skillets. Now, I've got a couple here. This one is made by Lodge. And my brother actually bought me a set of Ozarks. I think they came from Walmart, and they're pretty inexpensive. He bought these for me for Christmas a few years ago, and there's actually a couple other sizes in it. But I use these daily. And I don't know if you've got experience using a cast iron skillet or not, but once these are seasoned and you get used to them and know how to use one, they're stickless. You can cook anything in them, and they'll last for years. I've no doubt this skillet will outlast me. I hope maybe to pass it down to children or grandchildren one day. So a cast iron skillet is an awesome gift, and you can get in one of these. I'd recommend probably a 10 to 12 inch. You can get into one of these probably for a $20 to $25 range. And of course, the bigger and the size is, the more that they'll cost. But one that I showed you here, probably $20 to $25 you could get into one of those. So that would be an awesome gift for anybody. The next gift on the list, bear claws. Now, you may not know what these are for if you're not used to barbecue, but if you've got somebody on your list that likes to smoke pork butts or even maybe chicken, anything that you would shred apart, that's what these are for. And these just make it so much easier than using forks or doing it by hand. They call them bear claws, and they're not very expensive. These come in just under $13, and my wife got these for me, I don't know, maybe a couple years or so ago. I think I got them as a Christmas present, actually. But these are just super handy. You can tear into a pork butt and have it shredded apart and pull it apart in no time with these. Highly recommend them. The next item on the list, and I'm going to try to pick this one up and show you it's a little bit bigger than the rest, a cooler. Now, not just any cooler. The technology that's used in manufacturing coolers has really came a long ways over the years, and this one is made by Igloo. It's the BMX. There's some different brands, and they're good. I know Yeti is really good, and there's some other brands, but my wife and I were kind of looking for, we wanted a cooler that would really hold ice for a few days, and we didn't want to spend a lot of money, so we kind of looked at the options, and there's several brands out there that you can get into pretty inexpensively. And we settled on this Igloo. It had really good reviews, and this is the BMX. It's the 25 quart. We went with this 25 quart because it's got a handle. We wanted this particular cooler to take to the beach, take to the lake, just kind of take on road trips with us. We like the idea of it having a handle. It's big enough to hold everything we need, but yet not too big. Anytime that you're traveling, a cooler is handy. If you're just having a cookout or you're doing some barbecue, not only to keep drinks cold or food cold, but to keep food warm or to let meat rest after you've smoked it. And another thing I like about this cooler, it's actually got a ruler on the top. I take it fishing with me, and sometimes if you've got your hands full, you're not able to dig out a ruler. You want to measure a fish, you can just throw it down on the top of this and get a good measurement on it. I think that's pretty handy. They advertise this cooler as being able to hold ice for up to 5 days. I honestly have not tried to keep ice in it that long, so I can't guarantee you that it keeps it 5 days, but I know we have kept ice in it for 2 or 3 days. And I can say that that cooler will at least do that much. I'm sure that it probably does what Igloo says, so I can highly recommend this cooler to you. And I think this particular one, the 25 quart, is $59. They have a, I think maybe a 52 quart and a 72 quart in the same model if you're looking for one that's a little bit bigger, but either of those I'm sure will be great. I'll try to put a link to that particular one. The next item that I want to talk to you about, and I'm sorry that I actually don't have it here, it's at my father-in-law's house, but I'll put a picture of it up in this video, is a Stanley Thermos. Now, these are a classic. I know you know, a lot of us as parents or grandparents probably carried them to work. They're perfect for taking coffee with you to work, or on a road trip, or taking it hunting or fishing. Not only coffee, some people may want to put hot chocolate in it. I've put soups and kept food hot in it before, but I've got mine's the 1 quart. There's different sizes, and you just have to pick one that suits you, but I think you can get in one that's the size of mine for around $20 to $25. That would be a super awesome gift for anybody. I think anybody at some point could use a Stanley Thermos, and like I said, they're just a classic. They do a really good job, and there's some others out there, but the Stanley seems to be the better of the brands. That brings me now to the last on the gift list, and I'm not able to bring this one inside because it's rather larger than the rest of these. A Weber Kettle grill. Now, if you guys have watched any of my videos, you know that in most of them I'm grilling on or smoking on a Weber kettle. I got that thing as a birthday gift several years ago, and we use it daily, just about it. If not daily, at least weekly, year round. I know, you know, it's Christmas and it's winter time. There's not a grilling season to me. We grill and barbecue year round. I smoke meat, I grill meat all the time, even during snowy days. So that would be a super awesome Christmas gift for somebody on your list if they don't have a charcoal grill. I think the Weber kettle that I own, the particular model, I've got sort of the base model, I guess, it comes in around $109. So just a little over $100, and you can get somebody into a charcoal grill that will last for years and years. And I think that would just be an awesome gift for somebody on your list, if you think they would like getting into using a charcoal grill. So that kind of wraps it up. I'll link to all these products in the description. And like I said, each one of these I can, from experience, recommend. But I hope you all have a wonderful Christmas. I'm sure thankful to be able to celebrate the birth of our Savior. I know 2020 has been it's been a rough year for many, and so many different ways. But you know, we've always got something to be thankful for, and I'm thankful for Jesus Christ, and I'm thankful for you all. I appreciate each and every one of you that watch my videos, those of you that subscribe. So I hope you'll subscribe and come back and watch more videos. But God bless you, and I hope you have a Merry Christmas.